Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, I know, I'm sorry about that. It's been busier than expected this week. We are doing almost 40% more volume than we did this time last year, so I have my excuses in an order. But I'm here, it has slowed down. I have both the time and the energy to make a quick video and give you a few updates as to what's been going on. I've somehow fallen into a group of really awesome people, camping enthusiasts. It's an invitation only, and I happened to meet a person who introduced me to a guy who wrangled me an invitation for reasons I don't fully understand, but I will not question. That's the big part. So we went camping last weekend. Was it last weekend? I think it was last weekend. Fantastic time, had a great time, beautiful. And I'm gonna do a video not about the camping trip, but the place that we went. It's just such a wonderful, eclectic piece of Alberta history. It's beautiful, beautiful thing. Look for that in the coming months. It's going to take, I really want to put some thought and effort into this one and do it right. It's not going to be a quick pop off like I'm doing it right now. For today, the temperature's dropping, the heater's working well. There's a small issue with it. As it sits right now, the exhaust vent for the heat vent is pointed at the ceiling. So my head is really hot, my torso is fine, and my feet are cold. So I feel like my hand is getting a little forced right now to rebuild the cabinetry there because I want to run it underneath so that the heat can come out at my feet. So that's a future project. Not too far in the future. I want to do it while it's still fairly warm out. A little windy today, but today's project involves a toothbrush and Prissie's windows. I purchased some deflector guards, rain deflectors, whatever you call them, and today we are installing them. So we start by cleaning the tracks. Old toothbrush. That's not from my teeth, I promise. So I read the instructions for what it's worth. Very nice of them to mark the big R, lest I inadvertently install it upside down on the wrong side and it becomes a rain catcher rather than a rain deflector. And the instructions are pretty clear. Just peel this off, jam it up into here, close the window, leave the window closed for 72 hours. And it says it's shatterproof, so I can twist and bend and whatever I need to do to get it into place. So, let's do that. Remove the little plastic sticky guard stuff. I don't know, what do you call that stuff anyway? But yeah, these people, these new friends of mine, they're just a wonderfully eclectic group. Very diverse. Everybody's got their own thing. The only thing we really, I think, honestly have in common with each other is we like to get out and go camping. And I feel very lucky. This is part of my overall plan to kind of come out of my self-imposed exile and hermitage that I've been doing for probably almost 15 years now. And get out and make friends. And I feel very, very fortunate because I got it more or less in one. That alone is truly unexpected. I expected to... I'm going to pause here for a minute because I doubt you'll be able to hear me. Oh, it's set. Oh, that sounded like it broke. What the heck is... Holy shit. Doesn't sound good, but... Okay, come on, get in there. Oh my God. Golly, get in there. I think it's stuck already. God damn it. Ugh. Okay. You need to get right up in there. Right up. No, you're not in there. You're the problem. Now it says to do this gently. You know, gently is really hard to do with one of those on-off switches. It's on or off. There is no... Anyway, leave it closed for 72 hours. I might have got it on the second try. Okay, well, I gotta say, I mean, I've only put one in, but it doesn't look horrible. It actually looks kind of nice, I think. Anyway, that's actually not half bad. So, all right, I'm gonna leave you there. I will continue the installation and I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Okay, so it's all installed. There's that darn bright, oh, it's windy and sunny. I like the sun. It's hard to look into, but nonetheless. However, I did have some issues with the driver's side one. I'm not entirely sure why. When the window went up, when I closed the window, it would hit the top and then open again. Safety feature, you know, if you get your fingers stuck in there or what have you. So, I hope I did it right. That's all I can say. I hope I did it right. But, let's take a look. It's a subtle thing, but I gotta admit, I kind of like the way it looks. The more astute amongst you may have noticed that I put the roof rack back on. That's not because I have anything to carry, as you can tell. But, yeah. There is a bit of a story behind this one, oddly. I had gone to, where was I? I think it was Walmart or, anyway, I was at a, hang on, let's take this inside here, shall we? Yeah, let's, oh my golly. Oh, yeah, key. Okay, oh, wow. Oh, okay, that is so much better. I was in a parking lot somewhere. I'd done some shopping, what have you, and I had my groceries in my hand. I'm juggling keys and groceries and things, and the hamster wheel was squeaking away pretty loudly. I had some things on my mind, and I walked up to the van. I put the key in the door, and I went, what the heck? Tried it again. Wasn't turning. Was not. What the heck? And then I looked inside the van, and I looked on the dash, and who stole my cowboy hat? Oh, man. That's about the point where I realized I was standing at the wrong van. Mine was back that way and over an aisle. If it wasn't for the cowboy hat and the camping ground on the dashboard, I might have stood there for a good more 5 minutes or so before I decided that I'd done something stupid. So as a result, I decided to put the roof rack back on, not because I've got that much stuff to carry, but because I need to be able to find my van in a parking lot. Because if you go outside for longer than 5 minutes, you will know that parking lots are the natural nesting grounds of Dodge Grand Caravans. They're just everywhere. And here in Alberta, pickup trucks, they seem to go, you know, they're a very close-knit group, I think. So that's why I have, eventually I'll find a reason to I'll put stuff in there. I know I've got a shopping list of a few things, especially for camping. I right now I just roll up to a campsite and park, and there I am. There's nothing to unpack. I want a table, and I'd like a 2-burner stove so as I can cook outside and do that, you know, that kind of stuff. Maybe a tarp. So yeah, there's going to be stuff that is destined to go up on the roof, but for now, it's just so as I can find the van. Anyway, that's it. That's all. Not a lot to say today. I haven't been doing much. Like I said, I went on a camping trip, met some new people. That's exciting. But really, it's been just work. And, well, that's boring. I'm not going to tell you about that. It's horrible. For those of you that are subscribers and came back and watched this, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your patience through all this. Because really, I'm trying to figure out, honestly, what I want to do with my YouTube channel. I've come to the conclusion I'm a terrible vlogger. I went camping. I didn't think to bring my camera out, not once. I went out with the same group last night. And they all had their cameras out and they're taking photos and things, and a lot of them are active on social media, and I didn't think, hey, I should do that too. No. So vlogging is not, but I do want to do something on YouTube. And I want it to be life-related, my life-related. Kind of like my little anecdote about losing the van in the parking lot. These are the moments that make up life. It's not this giant destination at the end. Yes, I will retire, and, everything before that is just working to retire. That's just silly. Life is made up of these little moments that are tender, poignant, funny, heartbreaking sometimes, whatever. It's the full spectrum of life, but in a microcosm. It doesn't have to be huge and epic and, oh my God, okay. That's not what life is about. Those are the exclamation points. Everything that comes before and after that point, that's where your life is. And that's where you need to find the beauty and the adventure and the joy. And I'll leave you with that thought. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe. I should probably say that at the beginning of the video one of these times. That might be helpful. Yeah, life is also a learning curve. Just saying. And we will see you again next time, whether it's in a week or a month, I don't know, but I will still be here, and I hope you will too. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.